just do the traditional thing and just follow my local team, which would be the Portland Timbers, who are a team in the MLS who actually have already won a title before. But I think it'd be kind of fun to become a fan of maybe a team somewhere else. So in tonight's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about, I guess, me becoming a little bit more of a fan of soccer, football, why I am, and also taking some quizzes. And in these quizzes, I'm going to be seeing, I guess from the internet's point of view, what team I should be supporting. It's going to be super fun, so make sure you like the video. If you like the video, comment down below maybe your favorite team. If you watch soccer, football, if you don't watch soccer, football, what team I should be supporting. I have no idea. I guess we're gonna find out tonight's video. It should be pretty fun. So let us get started. So yes, since watching the World Cup this year, I think can I say that? I think I'm definitely more of a fan of football than I was before this. When I first made my American Predicts video, I talked about the only really insight I've had of the sport ever really was FIFA. I think my first FIFA game was maybe like FIFA 15, 14, the sort of early teens of FIFA, and that is because really big fan of KSI. Definitely back in the days, like in his earlier stage when he was making videos in his room when he was still living with Deji, his brother, making those dumb kid videos. I was a huge fan of him, and obviously that he really blew up because of FIFA and that sort of whole French group, that whole friend group of them and the Sidemen. I watched them basically their entire YouTube careers, if you want to believe that or not, but really big fan of them. So that was really the only insight I've ever had of the game. Obviously over time, I've watched the World Cup maybe like a handful of times because it was like on TV, it was on ESPN all the time, yada yada yada, but I never really got super into it. And again, if you obviously don't see the thing behind me, the banner, Portland, live in Portland, the Portland Timbers are, at least at one point in time, I guess, were the best team, one of the best teams in the MLS. They won a title here too, which is pretty cool. I know the Sounders are a big team as well. I think the Thorns, who are the women's MLS team in Portland, are also really good. So soccer, football here is pretty big. But again, I never really got super into it. But I think this has definitely made me rethink that, and definitely watching it more. And that may be just because of the talent of the World Cup is insane. The competitiveness is insane because all the teams are very, at least for the most part, very similar in skill. And I think that's what makes it super exciting. And will this mean I'm watching every single game of whatever, I guess, favorite team or team I want to support from now on? Definitely not. Obviously the time zones is really messed up for that, but obviously people across the world watch, the NBA, and they watch, American football all the time, so maybe I just gotta get used to that. The excitement, the atmosphere, the fans, the skill of play, the hype around it, the hype around that you guys give me, obviously giving me a lot of love and support when doing these videos and being really new at it, and you guys really, not being rude or mean about it. You guys are laughing with me and my not knowing. It makes things more fun, so thank you. You're also one of the reasons why I'm really starting to like this a little bit more, because you guys enjoy it and I want to make content that you guys like, so it's kind of a give and take, and I really appreciate that a lot. But how about we find my new club, my new team that I'm going to be supporting maybe from here on out, and I have some quizzes, I think about 2 or 3 of them. We'll see how fast this goes, and we'll see what teams I should be looking out for. Here we are. I do know a couple of the teams that play in some of the other leagues. I only really know more of the well-known ones, so that's why they could be kind of fun just to do a little quiz and to see which ones I should support. I'm going to do a couple different ones, you get a couple opinions, and we'll see what we do when we move on from this. And also, I guess you can also play along as well, obviously, and answer these questions your own, which is kind of cool. So our first quiz we have here is, which Premier League team should I support? Now, I don't know if I should be talking about Premier League. I know there's like La Liga, I think that's one of them, and those are the other ones I know off the top of my head. Oh no, I say like MLS, which is like the American soccer league, whatever you want to call it. But I'm pretty interested. They actually have a list of sure. Stoke City, Southampton, Aston Villa, Newcastle. We have Cardiff City, Hull City, and Crystal Palace. I've heard of a lot of those. Haven't heard of some of them, and I do know obviously with the football leagues over there, they have teams coming in and out because teams that are so good in leagues that are too good for their own leagues, they move up in leagues. I don't know, some teams that are really bad, they move down in leagues, so it could change and differ. So hopefully these are up to date enough. But yeah, let's get started. Right. Question number 1 is, who is your favorite football player? We have Ronaldo. We have Alfredo Di Stefano. Never heard of that player before. Hockey Dwayne Johnson. No, I mean Dwayne Johnson. I know a Dwayne Johnson, but I don't know about that Dwayne Johnson. I don't know. We have John Terry and Fernando Torres. That name sounds familiar. Don't really know at the top of my head who it is, though. But out of these ones, I really only know Ronaldo, which is kind of sad. Maybe that'll improve later on. What do you look for in a football player? Oh, geez, that's kind of tough. I mean, I've watched soccer throughout the years, but this current World Cup is where I've actually started to like watch, understand, and make videos on. So I'm kind of a little bit more keen. I could say maybe on football, soccer skills. There's skill, strategy, records, never go attitude, speed. I'm gonna go with strategy. I think if you can get a smart player that'll really put himself in a good position, because I think soccer, football, is mostly like you really need to always be in the right spot all the time. If you're out of place, you're done. You're done. You can be the fastest player, you can be the best scorer, but if you can't put yourself in the positions to do that stuff, you're kind of out there for no reason. So I'm gonna say strategy. I don't know if skill would be the same thing as that. I don't know. Pick your favorite ability. Speed, strength, presence of mind, agility, or a strategic mind. Well, if I have a fast player who is also smart, that's pretty important, obviously. Football being more of a, foot speed sport. Whoever is the fastest usually gets the ball first. You have that with a guy with a high IQ in the sport. That's pretty important. So I'm going to pick speed to go with the previous one I picked. How do you feel about local rivalries? The fiercer the better. I enjoy them as long as they don't get violent. Don't mind them, prefer to avoid them. Obviously, of course, people like rivalries. People like the more intense games. Obviously, don't want them to get too out of control, so I'm going to pick the one that's that. Is it important that your team has a history of success? Very important, somewhat important, not that important. I think it's important, or not at all. Kind of all saying the same thing. Okay, so if I'm thinking about a team that I want to support right now, what team? Would it be nice to be a fan or support a team that had good success? Yes, of course, everyone wants that. I think it's somewhat important. I don't like, obviously you don't want a bandwagon, but obviously if you're already a fan of that bandwagon team, it's not a bad thing, not really. So it's kind of like a tossy-turny sights, the scenery, the nature. I would love to see that, but then I also would love to do, the city life of London and all the other big cities and stuff. I wouldn't want to avoid anything, so I guess I'll just do the one that says I want to go to the big cities because I do want to experience as much of the UK as I can. So I guess that kind of counts, but I would love to see like the nature of the UK too. What matters the most in a team for you? Reputation, players' name, history, or records? Oh man, that's a really good question. I think players is a good one. Obviously, if your team has, bad attitude of players, bad batch of players, bad players, it's kind of hard to root or cheer for them. But good players obviously turn around franchises, really, even just good energy type of players that just play the right way, or just good people in general. That's pretty important. Although the reputation of a club also sort of has its way with that, because if the club just doesn't care about their players, doesn't care about the support of the fans, or doesn't really, have a good upkeep, very important. I think the reputation of a team really comes down, because if you think about it in like a basketball sense, there are franchises that teams, really know that are great, keep a good sort of care of their teams, and players revolve around that sort of team. They want to play with that team, that franchise, those coaches, those GMs, yada yada yada. I think it is really important. So it's reputation. How would you feel if your favorite team loses a match? I would not tolerate this. I don't want it to happen. Don't mind. Be a little, nothing much. I guess, yeah, I don't want it to happen. I do root for, say I'm going to a Blazer game. I'm rooting the entire game. Do I get upset when they lose? Yeah, but again, it is a sport. I don't hate the opposing team. I don't hate opposing players. It's a sport. It ends when the game ends. So I'll do that one. Last question. Here we go. I'm actually kind of nervous. Would you like a club that is well liked by neutral supporters? Yes, sure, don't care, no, or unsure. Would I like a club that is well liked? I mean, I guess everyone likes to be like the good guys, I guess. So it'd be cool to be, cheering for a team and franchise that other people liked and respected. Sure, why not? I guess so. Alright, view my results. I have no idea. I don't think it's going to be any of like the heavy hitters, but I think it will be one of the more upper echelon teams maybe. I don't think it's going to be any of the ones I didn't know, the clubs that I didn't know. Let's see. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. The Tottenham Hotspurs. That's interesting. Someone in the comments of one of my football talking soccer videos said to check them out and to be a fan of them. That's actually kind of funny. Okay, now I don't know. Can you just call them the Spurs? I don't know if you can or not. I think you can. I think I saw the people in the comments talking about them. Tottenham. Interesting. Okay, maybe I need to look a little bit more into Tottenham a little bit more. But that's pretty cool. Okay, well, that's one of the quizzes. Let's do one more, maybe even 2 more. Let's see how quickly these go and see what else we can look at. Alrighty, now we are on to another quiz. This quiz is a quiz if I was already a fan of a football club. So maybe if I could see what this test thinks my favorite team is, then maybe it must be the team I should be rooting for, right? This is only a 9-question quiz, so I don't know how quickly this is going to be, but question number 1 is, hello, and you have to respond to the hello in different languages. You have hola, you have hello, you have gruscott, maybe, and then I like hello, that's a good one. Hola is a good one too. I'm trying to think if I couldn't say hello. Hello is that's not a bad one. Kind of very similar to hello. Next one we have here. How do you reach your goals? I set measurable, smaller goals that lead to my main is a very, 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 very smart way of thinking. People really like to think broad picture. You gotta think smaller bites. Take smaller bites. That's a good one. Next question. Pick a number. 1, 7, 8, or 10. 1, 7, 8, or 10. Well, 3. 3 is my favorite number. But in basketball, I used to play with number 10. So we're going with number 10. How do you relax after a match? I guess if I was a player, hot tub and massage. A good night's sleep. That's good. I need one of those. Night on the town or a quiet night at home. Knowing me, I would really love these sort of amenities sports athletes get, all the free stuff that they get, all the things that come with being a sports athlete, and obviously keeping a good care of your body is very important. So hot tub massage sounds amazing. Isn't doing like an activity and then doing like a hot tub, isn't that bad for your muscles? Aren't you supposed to like do ice baths and stuff? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not an athlete, I don't know. Which color ball appeals to you? A blue one, a white one, a red one, or a pink one? I'll do the white ball. You guys know me, I'm very basic. I like basic stuff. The white ball looks pretty clean. Which food looks the most tasty? We have some sort of salad, we have some sort of fish, some sort of steak and fries, and then some sort of sausage, breakfasty looking platter thingy. I don't know. Not that one. Probably the fish or the steak. I do love fish. The fish in this picture, though, doesn't look that great, but a nice, well-cooked salmon is pretty amazing. So I think I'm gonna go with that. Next question is, which sports brand will make your uniform? Ooh. that is the last question. Are we gonna get Tottenham again? Are we gonna get a new team? You can make a guess in your head if you like, if you're a big fan. Okay, calculating my results. Get your results. Let's see. And we get interesting. We get Real Madrid. Interesting. Madrid. Okay, that's definitely obviously one of the more popular teams of all time. This is might be an older one because they have Ronaldo still on Real Madrid, which hasn't been on there in quite some time now. But maybe I can go take a look at Real Madrid. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so we have Madrid, and we also have Tottenham. Okay, yeah, well, let me know. Are those teams I should be looking for? Are there other teams I should be looking at? I know a lot of people are saying Arsenal down in the comments of some of my other videos. I'm going to be taking a look at some other teams, and obviously when games start, being played, I'll try my best to at least at least take baby steps into it. Maybe watch some highlights, then maybe watch full games on YouTube, match highlights, and then try to find a way to watch games live, which I think they would be on very early here. But I'll give it a shot. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't want to make it too long. I kind of wanted to do like a fun little quiz thing, just some more World Cup talk, because after this video I probably won't make another World Cup video until the finals, which is for like another week plus of it. So wanted a video right before, obviously the big game of France and England, like we were talking about earlier. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I love you, 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 and hopefully I'll see you again in the next video very, 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 very soon, right?